everyone, my name is Mayo. 皆さんこんにちは、マヨです。नमस्ते, मेरा नाम मायो है. आपकी पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही है? How is your study going? I'm studying Gujarati right now, but I'm lazy a bit. So, I haven't really memorized all the words. But anyway, I hope your study is going well. And today we are going to teach you ta form, which is N5 grammar. After watching this video, you will be able to say, I have been to Japan, or I have had Japanese food. So something you have done already, alright? So Indu, please explain the grammar.
हेलो konnichiwa, नमस्ते, मेरा नाम इंदु है. कैसे हैं सभी लोग? I hope you all are doing well and keeping safe. So today, as Mayo said, we'll be learning about the ta form, and later on I'll be explaining you how to use these ta form of the verbs in a certain grammar pattern. This is really important in 5 grammar, so make sure you watch this video till the end. Okay, so first, what is the ta form of the verb? These ta form of the verb are actually more casual version of the past form of the verbs. You've already learned how to make past forms, right? For example, shimasu changes to shimashita. Tabemasu will change to tabemashita. Kimasu will change to kimashita. So these mashita form of the verbs are actually past tense, right? Shimashita, kimashita, tabemashita, nomimashita. All these are the past form of the verbs. That is, I did, I ate, I drank, etc. So the meaning of ta form of the verbs is exactly the same as the mashta forms. But the difference is that ta form of the verbs are actually used in casual speech. So that is the only difference between mashta and ta forms. So making of ta form of the verbs is actually very easy if you've already learned how to make te form of the verbs, right? So now what you have to do is just remove te from the end and add ta instead. For example, let's understand about the group 3 verbs first. So 2 irregular verbs are there in group 3, shimas and kimas, right? So kimas, te form is kite, and shimas, te form is shite. So you know the te form. Now you just have to remove te from the end and add ta instead. So shite will become shita. Kite will change to kita. This rule will be same for all the groups. Let's look at some group 2 verbs now. So tabemasu, te form is tabete, right? So you'll remove te and you will add ta, simple, right? So it will change to tabeta. Next example, misemasu, to show, right? The te form is misete. And of course, we'll remove te and add ta for making ta form. So it will change to miseta. Right? Miseta. Group 1 verbs will also follow the same rule. For example, ikimasu, to go, changes to itte. The te form is itte. So you will just remove te from the end and add ta. So it will change to itta. Another example, hashirimasu, to run. Hashitte is the te form, and you will remove te from the end and it will change to hashitta. Hashitta. Nomimasu, to drink. The te form is nonde. So you'll remove de and you will add da, right? So nonda will be the ta form of nomimasu. Similarly for oyogimasu, for example, which means to swim. Oyoide is the te form, and you will remove de and add da, so it will change to oyoida. So it's not very difficult, right? Let's review what we have learned till now. Point number 1. Ta forms are nothing but the past form of the verbs, but they are more casual than mashta forms. Number 2, for making ta forms, you just have to remove te from the te form of the verbs and add ta. Okay, so now that you have learned how to make ta form of the verbs, let's learn one of the uses of ta form of the verb. The grammar pattern ta koto ga arimasu. In this, the ta is, of course, the verb, right? Ta form of the verb, plus koto ga arimasu. This pattern essentially means that I have done something, or I have the experience of doing something. For example, in English, I can say, I have been to Japan, or I have tried sushi, or I have tried ramen, or I have been to Korea. Something like that. I have been to this place, or have experienced this activity. I have tried this or have the experience of doing such and such action. Whenever you want to make these kind of sentences, you will actually use this pattern where you will use ta form of the verb plus koto ga arimasu. हिंदी में बोले तो इसका मतलब होगा मुझे ये करने का एक्सपीरियंस है, मैंने ये किया हुआ है. कुछ इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस जब आपको बनाने होंगे तब आप इस ग्रामर पैटर्न का यूज कर सकते हैं. Let's look at some examples to understand this pattern better.
パニプリを食べたことがあります。パニプリを食べたことがあります。タージマハルを見たことがあります。タージマハルを見たことがあります。インドに行ったことがあります。インドに行ったことがあります。サリーを着たことがあります。サリーを着たことがあります。
Well, now that you have heard all the examples, let me break down each sentence for you. Okay, so the first sentence is Pani puri o tabeta koto ga arimasu. Pani puri is pani puri, right? Tabeta comes from tabemasu. The te form is tabete and therefore you will remove te and add ta. That's how it will change to tabeta. Tabeta koto ga arimasu. Okay, so the next sentence is Taj Mahal wo mita koto ga arimasu. In this case, mita comes from mimasu, right? Te form is mite and for making ta form, you will just remove te and add ta. So therefore, it changes to mita. Next sentence is Indo ni itta koto ga arimasu. Here, itta comes from ikimasu, which means to go, right? The te form is itte and for changing it to ta, you will remove te and add ta. Next sentence is Sari o kita koto ga arimasu. Kita comes from kimasu, but please note that this kimasu is actually different from the kimasu of third group, which means to come. This kimasu means to wear and it belongs to group 2. So kimasu, the te form is kite and for making ta form, you will simply remove te and add ta. Okay, let's try to make some questions. So for making questions, you will simply put ka at the end of the sentence. Let's look at some examples. Mayo, te de gohan o tabeta koto ga arimasu ka?
あります。でも、とても難しかったです。インド、アニメのコスプレをしたことはありますか?
いいえ、ありません。マヨはありますか?
ピカチュウピカチュウ
Thank you everyone for always supporting our work. If you have some special request or if you want to learn specific grammar pattern, please do let us know in the comments down below. Thank you, Mayo. Thank you, everyone. Till next time. Bye-bye.
That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching today's video and I hope you learn things from this video and you have to memorize it, alright? Watching video once isn't gonna stick to your memory. So you have to watch again and again or you just have to practice by yourself, alright? I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again in the next video. さようなら。バイバイ。